friends, look at all of the treasures I found on my leaf hunt. I found leaves with different colors. I found leaves with polka dots. They're different sizes, they're different shapes. I have some leaves that you maybe haven't seen before. Look at this cool leaf. I even found some sticky seed balls, and I call them sticky seed balls because, as you can see, things like to stick to them. And then I even found a couple of pine cones. So these are gonna make some great materials for my leaf collage today. So for my leaf collage, I'm gonna need the treasures that I found on my leaf hunt. I'm also going to need this piece of paper from my learning packet, my bottle of glue, and a black marker. But before you start using your glue, I suggest kind of playing around with your leaf man, with your treasures a little bit before you start gluing them down. Try and decide what it is that you would like to make. Maybe you want to make a boat, or maybe you would like to make a smile face. Play around with your treasures, friends, and try and come up with something special that you can make. And this is really where your imagination comes in, the part of your brain that lets you come up with things you may not have been able to think of before. So I'm gonna play around with my leaves and my treasures a little bit and see what I can come up with. And then when you are happy with how it looks, you will use your glue. And since these are kind of big and they're different shapes and some are sticking up and some are laying flat, you're gonna change the amount of glue you use depending upon the object. So if you're gonna glue a sticky ball on, you're gonna need a lot of glue. And so maybe having a grown-up nearby as you do this might be a good thing, so they can help you in case you do need more than our usual little dots. So let's see how I want to arrange my treasures. So friends, since some of my leaves are drying and they're curling up at the edges, if I want them to lay flat, I need to make sure that I am pressing on them for a little bit until the glue really starts to set in. And then that way, hopefully, my leaf won't curl up so much for me. And there we go. I have my flat leaf. Now to add the decorations. And that's about the amount of glue you would want to use for one of your sticky seed balls. But again, because this is not a flat object, you're going to want to hold it on for a little bit. So I'm going to do the glue for my other seed ball, and I'll hold them on together. And you want to leave your project flat on the table or on the ground until your glue is all dry. Because if I lift my paper up now, everything will fall off because my glue is still wet. Sometimes zigzags work really well too if you need more than just a few dots of glue and if your object is pretty big. So you just want to carefully zigzag your glue across your object. And remember, the glue always goes on the back. So we want to put the glue on the side that isn't as colorful, so that way you can have the colors coming through. And for things like my pine needles, because these would be hard to put glue on, I'm just going to do a small line of glue and put my pine needles right on top. And you give them a little tap to kind of get them to sit in the glue. And again, make sure you're leaving your project flat so that it can dry. All done. And I call this Happy Cat. And these are my cat's ears, eyes, nose, mouth, and the little whiskers. So I Now that I've given my picture a title, I'm gonna add it to my paper. I'm gonna write it down here. HAPPYCAT. Happy Cat. And you always want to put your name on it so that everybody knows it's your artwork. And there we go. My leaf collage is done. I have made a leaf cat. I can't wait to see what creations you guys are able to imagine up. Don't forget to post your pictures to class tag so we all can share in your artistic ability. Until next time, friends. Bye.